Welcome back, everybody. This is day 5 of our Western Caribbean cruise aboard the Norwegian Viva.
So there we were doing our morning routine of opening up our curtains and seeing where we're at. And we swung them open and we're on the wrong side of the ship. But beautiful ocean, and you see the other ships coming in. We clearly beat them in that day. We won the race and we were already docked.
We woke up early that day because we had an excursion planned, and so we headed up to the buffet along with everybody else, and it was pretty busy.
On this ship, they were telling everybody as they were entering the buffet that they could go into these other restaurants and sit after they get their plates, so there's lots of room to sit. So we went and set up the
Food Republic, just down the hall from the buffet.
And there was nobody in there. We were practically by ourselves. It was lovely. We got great views out the windows, and it was nice and quiet. And then the ladies came by.
3 beautiful ladies came in and started serenading us about coffee and pastries and delivering coffee and pastries to anybody who wanted it. That was a lot of fun.
They rocked it. Check them out.
Coffee and pastry, coffee and pastry, coffee and pastry, coffee and pastry. Top it off top to make you hot, hot, hot. Hey, hot, hot, hot to make you top it off top. You can dance, you can try, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that cups, watch that scene. We are the Viva team. Coffee and pastry.
So we got done with breakfast and headed off the ship.
We got off the ship and we were walking down the dock, and there were some musicians there playing music, welcoming everybody. And a little bit further, there was these little donut boats, and they take you out on an excursion, and they have a little grill in the middle, and they cook your food. Those are pretty neat. And then we headed into the port.
As we got into the port, we didn't stick around because we were headed to meet our driver.
We just went right through, followed the exit signs.
As we left the port, we walked through a row of excursion booths. There were a lot of options if you hadn't already planned your excursions for that day.
So we got down past all the excursion booths and all the touristy stuff, and we call it into the wilds of Roatan.
So there was a gate there at the end of the sidewalk, and there was a guy who asked if we had an excursion booked already, and we said yes. And so he asked us who it was with.
There was loads of people standing around on the street waiting for the tourists to come.
They had signs of their tour companies and everything. I forgot to warn my husband about this part. It was a little chaotic, but we told him we were booked with Real Deal Roatan Tours, and he turned around and yelled across the street, "Real Deal!" And our tour guide, Johnny, said, "That's me." And we walked across the street and met Johnny.
Now this is the part that she didn't tell me about, that I wasn't prepared for. There's no parking lot right there, so they have to park their vehicles a long ways away. So we just start following this guy, Johnny, down the street. And he did really good. He was very nice. He starts being a tour guide and telling us this and that. He's saying hi to his buddies sitting on their porches, and we passed by a graveyard, and we're checking things out. And then we turned down this alley. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. But no, it was just fun. That's where the car was parked. There's a little parking lot back there. And he was totally professional about it. And we got in, and we were on our way.
So our first stop was this cute little shop. It was arts, furniture, lots of handcrafted items. The doors in there are amazing. I really, really wanted to bring home a door or a really, really cool trunk chest thing.
So if you want to throw a few $100 extra or a few $1,000 extra in your pocket and have a really big pocket to shove a door in, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll ship it to you. But beautiful artwork, little souvenir shop. So while there, we got our little Roatan magnet, and then we headed out across the island. It was really neat to travel across the island. Now that's a jungle right there. That place is awesome. And we had a fantastic tour guide, like we said, so we got to see a lot of cool stuff on the way.
We got to the Mayan jungle canopy and the monkey and sloth sanctuary.
So we go into this place, and it's a zoo. And so we're going around, we get a tour guide, and he's taking us around to see the animals.
And it's just us.
It's just us, yeah.
In our little tour group.
Mm-hmm. So as we were going around through the enclosures, checking out all the animals, people are zip lining overhead. And you're just back there in the jungle, looking at these animals, and then you hear, woohoo! And somebody comes zipping over your head through the jungle. That's pretty neat. If you like zip lines, they are all over Roatan.
First thing we got to see were the capuchin monkeys.
The food, the monkeys, guys. This is bananas, guaramelon, papayas. That's the fruit. Meat, chicken, pork. Yes.
It's coming back for you.
Vegetarian.
So he stood on our heads, on our shoulders, and we got to feed him some sunflowers.
And we got to see some spider monkeys.
4 fingers.
We fed him lettuce.
Showed us how they can grab the lettuce with their tails.
We just went, curled it right up.
Lola, give me
Pretty
tail,
cool.
Lola.
And they don't have the thumbs like the other monkeys.
This is mother and son. Mother and son. Son 10 years old. Mother 20 years.
Wow.
20 years. They live in captivity, guys. The 40 or 45 years in captivity.
Next, we went to see the birds.
Macaws. They are super heavy. They're heavier than you think they are.
Yes, they are.
And they have really long talons. And they have really long talons. And I didn't have a hat on like he
The
did.
bird jumps up on my head, and it's like, ow, that kind of hurts. Huh. Then I had a hat, like she says. Jumps on her head, and I can see those claws, and she's, quick, take some pictures. Okay, get them off my head.
Such beautiful birds.
They are.
So many colors.
Okay. Little bit.
Then we went to see the sloths. And there was these cute little baby sloths. They're kind of hard to see.
They were 2 weeks old, really tiny.
They blended right in with mama, and they were holding on tight.
So usually you get to hold a sloth, but we didn't get to because those babies were too little. And they didn't want them near everybody that close.
And the sloths clearly liked me more than they liked Gary.
They really did. They just turned away when I went close to get a picture and turned towards him.
The padrone, guys. 1 week. Very black.
In addition to the zip lines and the animal sanctuary, you could also take ATV rides to the jungle.
So we headed back across the island, or to the West End area, where Johnny says can be quite the nightlife if you're into that. And as we're going along the beach there, you see these guys cleaning up seaweed everywhere.
They're cleaning all the seaweed you see out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks bad. And they clean this place every day, and look at that. Wow, it's amazing. I think this year we're getting more weeds.
He told us that that happens often, especially if there's a storm or something, but they're constantly cleaning up all this seaweed everywhere. And they're just raking it into wheelbarrows and hauling it to dump trucks. It's a lot of work. We saw that going on all day long.
Guys, do you mind if I take a minute to buy saldo for my phone?
And then we headed to the Roatan Chocolate Factory. We walked through the shop, it was a coffee shop, and headed up the back steps, which was where the chocolate factory was. And we walk up there, they had samples everywhere. We sat down and this kid gave us a presentation on how the chocolate is made.
We were the only ones in there at the time. So we got our own tour, our own presentation, and they had, of course, amazing chocolate. We had to buy some.
You can see through the glass, they're actually making the chocolate right then and there.
Yeah. So after we left the chocolate factory, we were back in the car again and took another tour across the island and up over the mountains.
Look how clear is the water. That's how the water is at West Bay. We're going to the number 1 West Bay Mountains.
I contacted Johan at Real Deal Roatan Tours and told him exactly what we wanted to do, and he customized this tour for us for the whole day. And it was just us, private tour. It was fantastic. Our next stop was at the Paradise Beach Club. It's a private resort. They had already booked our daily pass, so we got to the gate, they checked us in, we got our wristbands, and headed in.
Buenos días. Johnny, Real Deal.
This is where we were going scuba diving.
No. This is where we're going snorkeling. Roatan is known for its
World-class snorkeling.
world-class snorkeling.
Very renowned. Whatever that was. So he walks us down to the beach. He's like, I'm gonna wave up this boat, you guys get on. And we're like, wait a second. We need to change first. We gotta get some swimming gear on. So we went and did that. It's a really nice place.
Johnny suggested before we get on the boat that we lay our towels on a couple of the chairs to save them, and he would sit there and watch it so no one else would take our chairs while we were snorkeling.
He did. He stayed there and watched our chairs for us. He called up the boat, and this boat pulls up with a couple kids on there, and we jumped in with one other guy, and we headed out to the ocean. Not very far, just around the corner a little bit. A few hundred yards out, the reef is right there. World famous snorkeling, guys. If you get a chance to go snorkeling in Roatan, do it. It was awesome. This was our first time snorkeling ever.
So we really had no idea what we were doing.
We didn't have a clue. It was fantastic. You can tell you're not in America anymore because we get out there and they're like, you guys want some life vests? I'm like, oh, maybe. You want flippers? Sounds like a good idea. You know, we're not going through an hour's worth of lessons on what to do and what not to do and signing our life away with some waiver. We're in Honduras.
We said, what are we supposed to do? And he says, jump in. So I jumped in.
Loved it. Just jump in. There we go. I hopped in. Harry had the camera, and I hopped in. I had lost my flipper first thing. It was gone. It took a minute before that thing floated up again. I was like, aren't these things supposed to float? So she videos, the first thing she videos is me looking back and forth for my flipper. She just jumps in without a life vest. I'm like, give me that dang life vest. So
I'm like, I
get
can
out there,
swim. That's fine.
just put it under my arms, and she's just paddling away out there. And I'm like, hey guys, throw me out of the life vest. She's gonna want one of these to relax. And it was great. We just lay on the life vest and stared in the water, and oh my word, there were fish
Everywhere.
everywhere. Oh my goodness, the reef was so colorful, and there's so many things growing on it. It was fantastic.
We had a 45-minute excursion, and our guide was awesome. He dove down. The reef was about 10 feet down, and so he dove down a few times and kind of spread the fish out for us so we could get some cool pictures and see all the fish.
I don't know how many different kinds of fish we saw. So many, too many to count. They were all over the place. You're looking down, and I didn't even know I had fish swimming right next to me. Carrie's videoing these fish swimming right next to me, and all I can see is straight down.
And this big fish just goes in front of my camera.
The camera in the waterproof container we had it in is not picking up all the colors of this reef and all the colors of these fish. To see it with your own eyes is totally different than what you're seeing here. It's so beautiful.
Eventually we had to leave. sadly. But we headed back to the beach and we got to our saved chairs that Johnny had saved for us, and we relaxed a little bit, dried out a little bit,
Now, hold on a second. We sat there and we hoped to dry out a little bit.
It's a little more humid than we're used to.
Here in Arizona, if we sat in that much sun, in that temperature, you would literally see the steam rising out of your clothes and off your towel. We did not dry out. We just sat there and got a little sun.
We hung out on the swings for a little while with Johnny, and he told us more about the island and everything around us.
Hey, smile over there. We have a better angle.
Yes, Johnny. Do I even have you?
He got it.
Oh.
Told us we needed to come back and stay for a whole week.
That would be awesome. There's so much to do there.
At this point, we were hungry, so we decided to get some food at the little restaurant there on the beach. I ordered some chips and guacamole because that sounded great.
And I was looking over the menu and I wanted something local, with some local flavors, right? And so, fried fish. I ordered this beautiful fried fish. Came out, it was delicious, crispy, and was exactly what I was looking for.
A whole fish
A whole fish, yeah. Looking at you.
with some delicious rice and beans.
I thought you were going to say delicious eyeballs.
No.
No.
And then we headed back to the port so that we could get back on the ship. So when you go to Roatan, there are so many things that you can do. There's parasailing, jet skis, snorkeling, restaurants everywhere, so many beaches, private resorts. It was amazing. We had a ball in Roatan. If you're headed there, contact me. Let me help you plan an amazing day.
So back on the ship, we got cleaned up for the evening and we found our first duck. It was on the ship next to us. Harmony of the Seas was docked next to us. And together that evening, we sailed away into the sunset. And I took about 100 pictures of it because it just kept getting better and better and better.
After the sunset, we headed to Hudson's, one of the main complimentary dining rooms, where I got to show off my beautiful snorkeling mask.
Sunburn.
For dinner, we had appetizers. I got the caprese salad. We got the pulled pork nachos.
Yes.
And then for dinner, I had fried chicken and mashed potatoes. It was so yummy.
I got wonderful steak. They cooked it perfectly again. Oh, thank you so much. The Hudson's restaurant is a very nice restaurant. I like that one a lot. Very classy, very beautiful. It's the one with all the windows on the back of the ship. And we really enjoyed eating there,
Service was amazing. Everyone was
as usual.
so great. So for dessert, I had some chocolate on chocolate. Super, super good.
And I had the apple cobbler, which is also delicious. Everything there was delicious every time we went there. It was fantastic. No complaints at all. Don't miss it. Eat there a lot.
It's free.
It's free.
After dinner, we headed back to our room because we were exhausted.
So we hung out in the room for a while and watched a movie, and then we went to sleep because we had a excursion planned early for the next day in Costa Maya.
It did not turn out how we were expecting.
We were hoping to go to the Mayan ruins.
Stay tuned.